play.
Oh, sorry, spat.
You will never be forgiven for that infraction.
Is this the same guy or a different guy?
No, it's the same guy. He's still looking.
That's Elmer's blood.
I need blood.
I love eating blood of children.
Blood fuels me. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Oh!
Lyle!
Hide behind the television!
Oh!
Go, Lyle, please! This
It's
guy's
their
actually
fault the
stupid.
kids are corrupted. Ah!
Oh my god. Oh!
Oh, he's mad. This is
Oh.
truly like, it's like Bug's Birthday's blowout. He shot you!
I don't know what the fuck I was
Bug's
supposed
birthday's
to...
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. My brain started shutting down. Bug's Birthday
blood.
That truly is the best AVGN episode.
Where was that? That's where Bugs Bunny has diarrhea dump
He
on.
shits into his face.
He shits on Bugs Bunny.
Oh yeah, he has a diarrhea dump on Bugs
He goes,
Bunny.
get ready for ass! And then he shits
Is that really
on,
what he says?
He says something to that
But
effect.
then he also says, don't worry guys, it was fake. And it was fake, so it wasn't real.
Imagine having to put out a statement that the fucking 2 gallons of diarrhea that you dumped on Bugs Bunny.
You know what's? Imagine if that was real.
That'd be pretty upsetting.
Wouldn't you like that episode more if you were like, no, he was like a method actor. He demanded he actually shit on me in the Bugs Bunny outfit. He had to unload real diarrhea.
It was actually Mel Blanc demanding to be shat on as Bugs Bunny.
99-year-old, yeah, Mel Blanc having real diarrhea. You remember when Casey Kasem had that horrible dementia in his last couple years of life, and he was like kidnapped or something? Like,
Who's Casey Kasem?
He's the guy who does Shaggy.
Oh, really?
I'm Casey Kasem. That's my impression.
Oh.
I'm Shaggy. I'm Casey Kasem. But Casey Kasem had horrible, horrible dementia that he was suffering from.
No.
I know, it's truly sad. And his family like had a custody battle over him at the end, where he was like, they had like when he died, they like didn't know where to put his body, so they just like put it like on the beach.
Shut the fuck up, Zach.
Apparently crabs got to it. It was a really horrible ordeal.
Was any part of that true?
I think 93% of it was true.
You're actually stupid. I actually don't believe
Crabs
you.
made a home out of his skeleton.
One of the scariest things I ever saw
What?
was a coconut crab.
Why?
Because it was hanging on the side of a trash can and it was really big. And then I read that if you confront a coconut crab, it won't give you a coconut.
Coconut crabs are like...
Isn't that terrifying?
Yeah, it actually rats you out, and then nobody will sell you
Well,
coconuts.
it crabs you out, but I know what you meant.
Yeah, but you get totally blacklisted.
But also, here's the, you know, they're like sleep paralysis monsters where coconut crabs will tell you whatever your worst fear is. They'll say it to you. So that's why, you know, it's like, you know, a sleep paralysis demon really knows your worst...
They don't have vocal cords, so they have to rub coconuts together to make the sound.
To make the sound waves?
Yep.
Oh shit.
You're dead.
Yeah.
I never told it. It's not even that interesting, but
Go on.
the lucid nightmare. I told you, Chris.
Oh yeah, you did tell me
that
that.
horrible lucid nightmare that I fucking had.
Go on.
I never. It wasn't even sleep paralysis because.
Wait. Say what it was. It was a little. No,
What?
It was a
oh,
little.
it was a little nightmare too.
There you go.
It was a little nightmare too, and it was this. You know, I have lucid dreams sometimes, but I had a lucid nightmare, and it was like crystal clear HD, and I was laying in my bed, and the decomposing witch in a white gown was literally floating above my bed, and her face was like HD. It was more real than any horror movie I've ever seen in my life. And I was looking at all the horrible details on her face, and I was just staring at her, and she said, "I love you." And I was like, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, and then I woke up.
That is. She said, "I love you."
She said, "I love you."
Love is scary when you don't know.
But I was
what
like,
to do
this
with it.
horrible demon thing. Imagine if you saw the scariest monster you've ever seen, and it said, "I love you." Like, it's like, what do you want with me?
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's what's that leper speed quote? That is the scariest goddamn. That's what I
Shut
said.
the fuck
That's what I
up,
said.
you fucking idiot. You want to know something that I discovered today?
What?
I found like a cutoff point in human society on YouTube where...
What do you mean a cutoff point?
I'll explain. So basically, you know the movie The Exorcist?
Yeah?
Sometimes I go on YouTube and I just look at like scary like scenes from movies I like The Exorcist. Like, you know that part where she's in bed and she's like, "Your mother sucks cocks in hell."
Yeah, your mother sucks cocks in hell.
When I saw that, I was like, that's scary, right? But now we've hit a point in history where everyone's so vulgar and crass, and everyone's like making TikToks of themselves twerking and all this other shit that people, all of the comments were just like, this is the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, kids on Xbox Live and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, literally. Literally, it's like now that's normal. That's actually what everyone does now.
Yeah, that back then that was a very pearl clutching. You were shocked to hear a girl say that.
Fucking
Yeah, now
weird?
you go on Call of Duty and you can hear an
You hear
8-year-old
worse
say
stuff than
yeah.
that. That seems like Bible study compared to what you hear on Xbox Live.
It's fucking crazy.
Sorry, is Xbox Live? Am I a boomer? Is Xbox Live even a thing
That
still?
is still a thing.
I don't know. I associate like
I guess
2007 playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, I guess now you'd say if you go on Fortnite or something.
There you
would
go. If you go on
probably
Fortnite, if you go on Fortnite on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, you'll hear worse stuff than that.
You see, they were throwing tomatoes at him.
I
In the
did.
Fortnite lobby.
Why even?
It's actually worse because that was they did like a Black Lives Matter event, and the same fucking thing happened. So they were like, this time we'll disable the tomato emote. But they left in like flossing and twerking and dabbing and shit. And what's worse is they did like a crossover event with Wonder Woman, and for some fucking reason,
wait. Sorry, crossover Wonder Woman with Martin Luther King Jr.
No, it gets worse though. The emote that Wonder Woman does for whatever fucking reason, she
whip
cracks a whip.
Oh my god!
So people were like fucking, and so they then went in. They were like, okay, you can't floss here anymore. But they left that one.
Why don't they just disable everything? What? You know what? Why don't you just not put that shit in a
Why did you not do Martin
fucking
Luther King
game?
Jr. on Fortnite?
Why? Why do that?
Time Magazine organized that.
Cool.
Yeah. Truly, Time Magazine is of the people. You know, they should really do a Holocaust remembrance with Minecraft. I think that'd really resonate.
Kids definitely want to play Fortnite to see that shit.
Yeah. That's where you learn about history. Is Fortnite.
That's just basically America, dude.
A sinking ship? What a sinking ship?
That's gonna fall over. That's gonna fall.
It always looks like it's about to, but it never
Can
does.
somebody please put Leonardo DiCaprio falling off of that like the Titanic? Please?
Oh, I
That's
thought you
a
were saying
good
like
idea.
Inception. Doesn't he fall off a stupid building? No,
That
he
is
doesn't.
two Leonardos mixed together to make this scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, can somebody blend the two Leonardos and make them fall?
Do a face split.
Because we
Leonardo.
spent 5 weeks on really intensive, CGI and effects works for a joke that's not even that funny. Please, I really need you to do it.
Yeah, maybe split the difference. You can just like CGI model like a Leonardo from like a what's a movie that came in between Titanic and Inception?
The Island.
Yeah, just
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. Yeah, Shutter Island was like right before, or like right after.
We just
He's
talk
like
about
the same character
Shutter
too.
Island is a good movie.
Catch Me If You Can.
I never saw that one. Is that a good one?
What just happened?
I don't actually know. But no, Shutter Island is really good, and it came out like a week before Inception, and Leonardo DiCaprio is the exact same character in it, and it's got like a ton of the same plot points.
You're gonna kill me. I've never seen Inception.
It's not great.
But I know it's that big. It's a big staple in cinema history.
That movie annoys the shit out of me because the whole first like hour and a half of that movie is explaining the rules of dreams. And then they proceed to break every
That's
single
all the
one of
fucking
those
movies by those
rules.
guys, though, right?
Yeah,
like, dude,
Christopher
Westworld,
Nolan's pretty bad for that.
I know his brother did Westworld and his like wife or something, but or was he involved in Westworld? Is that just season 1 he was involved in?
WTF? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It was one of the Nolans that was involved. Westworld season 1 is awesome. Westworld season 2 is not very good. And Westworld season 3, I watched 2 episodes of it and I was like, this is fucking confusing. And all of their movies are confusing to make you feel stupid. But if you think about it, they're the stupid ones. Do you know what I mean when I say that?
No, I'm so defensive. I know what you mean, but
They're the stupid ones.
You're stupid. I'm not stupid.
I agree, though. I'm always watching movies, and halfway through the movie, I'm like, I think I might be because I don't know what's happening.
I can like juggle a bunch of characters and storyboard. It's like when a movie is like intentionally confusing to make you go, whoa, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
like,
Christopher
what?
Nolan's real bad for that. There's a scene in Interstellar where it's like a 15-minute scene and they're like on computers and doing stuff and they don't explain what the fuck they're doing. So the whole time you're like, man, what the fuck are they doing?
Interstellar is the
And then
best
it's
movie
just-
by Christopher Nolan that I can think of.
I like that movie.
That's a Nolan movie too. Right?
Memento's-
That's not a very good. That's another one that's kind of deliberately confusing. Like you're left confused so that you're supposed to go like, "Whoa, dude, it was fucking backwards, man." Play that movie at normal rate.
I think the DVD or something has like a version of it that's in order, and yeah, it's not a very good movie.
I watched both. I watched the normal one first, and then I watched that one. I was like, wow, that was like a.
Oh, you watched the normal one first?
No, I mean normal as in the way it came out, and then I watched the re-edited one where it plays in normal mode. So I watched.
Doesn't that defeat the entire point of the movie?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I watched the out of order, like the way it was released
I
first.
just don't understand why they'd go back and do that. Just leave it alone.
I don't know, but because I was curious. I was like, what?
But Lyle, you know when you're saying you're like it doesn't make any sense when they're like, I know what you're talking about. Like that one scene, I know exactly what you're talking about. But do you ever watch movies like that where that happens and you're like, maybe this is just really smart and I don't get it.
I think yeah.
But then like. I don't know. Has there ever been a point where someone will like essentially debunk that and be like,
I mean, like a big part of filmmaking is making sure that the stuff that you do reads, right? Like just the fact that like if someone's watching it, it translates like what's on screen.
but dude,
doesn't
then you're
like
selling out
overwhelm
and you're just
them.
trying to make sure everyone comprehends your art, dude.
I think you could also do it with like video, because a lot of the problem with when movies do that is it's usually script. Like usually they'll say we have to go to the thing and do the thing, but if you're not seeing what's on screen, it's easy to forget stuff because movies move so quickly.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, my favorite movies. Like you never watch Back to the Future and get confused by it, and it's a fucking crazy.
Yeah.
A guy goes back in time in a car. Huh? That's insane, but you know what's going on the whole time.
That would be cool if they stopped for 10 minutes to explain the science of the flux capacitor and why it makes so much sense.
Then Kevin Smith come on screen and explain it to you, just like his cool movies.
Yeah, I'd like to see a fucking like 15-minute scene where they're like building the flux capacitor before they tell you what it is.
I'd love to see a 15-minute scene of a movie where Kevin Smith is crying in a fisheye lens, looking directly to the camera, weeping.
I want him
Face as red as a tomato.
Was that a thing? Did
That
he
was a
cry?
thing.
He's posted like 1 million pictures of himself crying in a weird like close-up. There's like more than 5 of those for sure that are all different.
What's the
He's just trying to show how emotional he gets when he watches.
Yeah, he's like I just watched like I don't know, Thor 2 and I cried. And it's like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. That movie stunk.
He should remove his penis.
He should remove his penis, remove all his fingers, remove his eyes, remove his nose, remove his ears, remove every
He should
pore.
get a huge clit grafted onto his body.
He should get a big pussy put on his chest so I can fuck it while he cries. I can deeply orgasm inside of his chest cavity while he weeps.
So stupid.
That's the dumbest thing I've said. Guys, if you want to call me stupid and say that stunk, you know, I'm right there. I actually agree with you. That was dumb.
We were talking about lucid nightmares earlier.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever had one of those before?
I told you about it, Zach, but I don't think I talked about it on the show. I had a fucking like sleep paralysis dream where like I was having a dream and the whole time like my dream was just being narrated, right? Like there was just a guy that was like,
Did it sound like you or did it sound
no,
like...
it was like a very like proper like it was getting dark.
Like the
So
Stanley Parable?
Yeah, it was very much like that.
Like
less
the
soothing.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
No, it wasn't like a soothing presence. It was kind of like the sun fell.
It was like
on
stern?
Yeah, it was like a stern narrator.
Cool.
And when I woke up, like I just woke up, like I woke up in my room. And then the narrator was still fucking there. And he was like, you really thought you could get out that easily? And I fucking turned and there's this like dark figure and it just, well, I don't think I turned. I think it was just there. But it just fucking like grabbed me and I was like, ah! And then I like actually woke up for real.
That's
It was
actually
fucking
scary as hell.
fucking scary as
I don't
shit.
think I've ever had sleep. I go back and forth on whether or not I've had it, but with that thing that I feel
Okay.
like I feel like I've never woken like because when you're in that, do you feel like it's a dream or does it really look like the room around you?
No, you are awake.
So your eyes are really open, right?
Yeah.
Your eyes are open, but like you kind of still like feel like you're in a dream, if that makes sense. Like when you snap out of it, you like immediately realize that
So you're saying you opened your eyes, saw the thing, and then he shook you, and then your eyes were still open, and it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the weirdest thing that ever happened to me, sleep related?
What's that?
When I was a kid, I was lying on my couch watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and then I fell asleep. And then in my dream, I started dreaming about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and my dream was lip syncing to what I was hearing in real life, like on the fly. So in the dream, I was like Roger Rabbit and the characters were still talking, and I could see their mouths moving exactly timed to what I was hearing. And then I woke up, and then I realized I had been dreaming everything before that moment.
That's fucking scary. So your brain, like in real time, was lip syncing.
Yeah, it was really fucking weird.
Wouldn't it be great if you could attach like a device to your head and just animate a whole cartoon like that?
Yeah.
You just like imagine it.
That really did blow my mind because it was like, how the fuck was it? How's that possible?
How old were you?
Maybe when I woke up, I just interpolated what I was thinking about. I don't know, but it sure as hell felt like that. I was like 11.
It's interesting because you probably didn't know like what mouth should have gone where, but your brain still knew what it would look like.
Yeah, it was cool. Ew, a bug.
Protein, free protein.
I like eating bugs and living in my pod. I also love having fucking a big virus unleashed upon my body.
It's kind of great.
You wanna go lick some poles outside?
I wanna go lick handrails.
Let's go lick some handrails. Oh, dude, look, hats.
What?
Dude.
I think that was. Oh yeah, I pulled that off a body.
Dude,
hats.
Dude,
hats. Dude, hats.
Unbelievable.
I love this video game now.
Chris
I don't
spent
like
over
that. I like his
$4,000 on hats.
Dude, hats.
Wait, let's say it in unison. You ready?
Dude, hats.
One more time.
Dude, hats. Fucking.
That's amazing.
I was really bored until we found those. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually invested now.
Yeah, any good video game, as long as I can play it for 100 hours and then get like a small aesthetic difference to my characters.
If I don't have hats, I will take the game out of the machine. I will break it with a hammer in a Homer Simpson mask, like that guy who did the Nintendo Shit Cube video.
I don't want to rag on it or nothing.
What?
It is actually kind of genius to just like when you're making these little characters in your 3D program, whatever, their heads are parented to their head bone or whatever. So you can just have a 3D model and parent it to their fucking head bone. And then it's so easy to just create like a million fucking hats and then just have people. I remember when fucking like Corey and his friend group were addicted to Team Fortress.
Yeah.
And they were all obsessed with getting these fucking hats. It's like, dude.
I was low key kind of.
No,
part
dude,
of that.
it works. It like really makes like I want that fucking hat, dude.
It's just dude. It's that part of your brain that likes collecting stuff. It's
Yeah.
like having the full collection.
It is probably the laziest but best way of getting people invested in something that they would have gotten sick of faster.
Dude, did I just have to pull this out? I don't think I have to be pulling
I don't
this
think
all
you have
the
to go
way.
that
I think
far.
I just had to get
Yeah.
it out of the way.
Wow, that was overkill.
Yeah, I know.
Do
But
you
I
ever
like
hear
to,
the expression
Well,
overkill?
you know what
Yeah.
overkill is?
I know what overkill is, dude.
Well,
How
fucking
does
seen
the
war.
song go?
There's probably a sick fucking song
He
called
was a skater
Overkill.
boy.
No, you remember that song that goes, day after day reappears,
That song
night
is called.
after night. my
That
heart
song
be-"
is called Overkill.
It's called Overkill. Because the chorus, he goes, I can't get to sleep. I think about the complications.
this is over. I'm killing you.
It's over. I'm killing you.
Call that overkill or something, if you will.
If you win, I don't care.
I don't care, but he's killing her. This game is actually cringe as fuck.
What's
All right,
cringe about
Chris.
it?
There hasn't been a single period in time. Okay, that was good. Let's keep playing.
Chris, pretend that you are a game reviewer who had a big rock dropped on his head, but you're still at it, and you're not deterred by the big.
Okay, so it'd be like,
Whoa. No, wait a minute.
what?
No,
You
wait,
said
no,
big
wait.
rock.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I
It was-
didn't say a boulder.
I didn't say a boulder. I said a big rock. I think I had a dream last night. Somebody had a rock dropped on their head, and they did what you just did.
That's real. I've seen
That's
videos
really
of
scary.
that.
I suppressed it. You ever remember your dreams like the middle of the day, the next day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on, try getting it out. Try get. I don't know if you're gonna put this on television, but try getting it out.
I love that.
Try getting it out.
Try getting it out of my ass.
Try pulling it out of my ass.
What's in his ass? A little American flag.
There's a big flag in my ass.
You know what actually pisses me off?
What grinds your gears, Chris?
All of those things in the background are the exact same.
What do you mean?
Which ones?
You
do you
think
mean
at
by
least
that?
one of them would be like 2 or 3?
What do you
That pisses me
What
off.
do you mean?
The
2 or
last
3?
one might be.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's no freaking way he just looked out and just left after the last one. There's no way. What? It was just a perfectly even number? Really, dude?
Really? You know what really grinds my gears? You should do video game sins.
Oh, that already exists, I think.
Wait, really?
Like
Yeah.
CinemaSins. There's no way there's not some fucking
Same
YouTube channel
guy
with
though?
like.
Same dude?
I don't know about that.
I saw a really long video about how morally corrupt CinemaSins was, and the whole time I was thinking, this is not worth an hour-long
Morally
video.
corrupt?
Yeah, I know CinemaSins lies in his videos, but it's not actually a big deal.
The biggest problem with that channel is just it's stupid. It's like stupid nitpicking, but it's not like it's not evil.
I don't know.
It's not a blot on society. It's not like.
I don't know how you could not have the self-awareness if you're going to criticize CinemaSins for that by making a colossal fucking YouTube
Of
video.
nitpicking everything he's ever done.
Yeah.
I will say though, my biggest sin. You know what? Cut it out. I don't want people knowing that, dude.
I know it's got to stay in now.
Everyone's gonna testify against you like the Seinfeld finale.
It's Lyle's asshole related. I'll leave it at that.
Wait, are you talking about when you?
You have never interacted with my asshole. What the fuck could it possibly? Now tell me. What did you do?
Remember the time?
Are you talking about when
shit.
you went broke back? When you bucked? When you bucked